Hi everyone, it's Amelie. I'm here with a little tarot reading for the full moon in Capricorn. The moon is at 1 degree of Capricorn, and we've got the sun in Cancer, and so we're feeling like we need to take, I think everybody's feeling a little bit bored, anxious, not sure what to do, and a little restless. Things aren't coming together as quickly as we had hoped. Don't waste your time and energy working hard on something that's not going to come to fruition. Don't work hard on something that's not for you. It feels like a waste of time. You got to hold your energy back a little bit. You know, Four of Pentacles. Don't hold too tight. It's about releasing some things too. You have to release the emotions that aren't that are kind of making you feel like you're trapped. This full moon is kind of a gift full moon because we have 2 full moons in Capricorn this month. The other one's at 29 degrees. I'm not sure how that's going to play out at the end of the month. Sometimes, well, we'll see. But for me, it's definitely there's going to be a full cycle of lessons to be learned about becoming emotionally stable with yourself, self-aware of what your desires are and how to get what you want instead of bending over backwards to do things for other people. It's okay to do things for other people. It makes you feel good. But don't work. I get 2 8 of Pentacles. Don't work yourself. Don't run yourself ragged trying to fill everybody else's cup, right? You're just going to find yourself in some kind of a difficult position. It's like you're going to go out of your way to help people, and then you're going to end up fighting with them because they're not appreciating what you're doing. And so the best thing about this full moon is to sit, contemplate, and release all the emotions that are kind of pent up, right? You can't sit and get angry. We have the thought wars in our head, right? The thought wars in your head about, I should have said this, I should have done that. We can't do any of that in this full moon. We have to reserve our emotions. 9 of Cups, we have to reserve our emotions and only set the table for people you want to sit and have a meal with. Don't set the table out of obligation. Don't do things out of obligation. That is not what this full moon is about right now. It's about reassessing your position in your life, in your relationships. Mercury is squaring the nodes right now. Everybody who's a friend of our channel knows that we really, there's a lot to be said about the North Node in Aries. So anybody in a relationship, in a tough relationship right now, you better start to reassess and realign yourself with what you truly desire, because North Node in Aries is pushing you to be first in line, to get you your desires, to be in the relationship that you want to be in. Strength card. Don't be like, I'm going to be strong to fix this relationship. If you're not getting the same thing in return, you're wasting your time, and by the end of this nodal axis, which we're more than halfway through it, nodes work in reverse, and so this at 12 degrees, there's 30 degrees in the sign, so it's heading towards 0. That's what happens. The nodes are always in retrograde, and so we're at 12 degrees of this North Node in Aries. It's more than halfway there. So if you're really, the energy is going to get really intense, and with this Mercury square, it's kind of forcing you to get out of this vulnerable victim position and set yourself in a much different position. The Sun card, the Lover's card. Get what you desire. All right, I think I'm going to run some cards for each sign. Okay, here we go. We're going to run down all the signs for this full moon in Capricorn. Normally it takes a full year to get from one full moon to Capricorn to another. This year we get 2 full moon in Capricorn in 1 month, so we're going from 1 degree to 29 degrees all in 28 days-ish. And so let's see what we should be holding on to get from one end of this to the other. All right, we're going to start with Capricorn. And this is, you have to get grounded in the next 4 weeks. Get grounded in what's important for you, for your health, for your stability. Decide on your importance level of yourself. It's almost like you're preparing for something, but prepare for it mentally and emotionally, and by the end of this, in the 29th, you'll be ready for it, whatever it is. Okay, Aquarius. Now you're gonna you cannot make big moves. You have to take some small, powerful moves throughout the month, because at the end of the month, you're going to be ready to make a big move or a big decision, something bigger. So we're going from like the Princess of Wands to the Queen of Wands. That's kind of like how you want to get there over the course of the next month. Okay. Pisces. We got to watch the intentions of everyone around you and act accordingly. It's pretty clear. There's a, I don't know, there's an enemy or somebody who causes a little bit of trouble in the midst, in your family and your friends, in close relationship, close proximity to you. So make sure you take this time to watch the intentions of those around you and think about it before you act. No action until the end of the month. Take the next 30 days to take a look at who's around you and what they're doing, and sort of jot down what you don't like, what you see that you don't like. All right, Aries, you get 2 cards. We're going to take hold of yourself and your emotions, right? You've got to be brave and be strong. And most of all, Aries, be quiet. Take it all in. You've got to get your emotions together, right? Your emotional status, you got to start to understand what it is. And I think you got to level up your emotional game. Maybe this is going to be a trying time for you, but it's like, take your ball and go home. That's what it feels like. And you know, re-examine how you're feeling about yourself and your stability and what's familiar to you. It's just, it feels like a little bit of like a, you know, you got to be more comfortable with your emotions. It feels uncomfortable. Okay. So over the next 30 days, try to get comfortable with your emotions. And then we're going to revisit that at the end of the month, and you see how you feel. Taurus, it's so ironic that we get the 8 of Pentacles for Taurus. Taurus, you got to get emotionally honest with yourself. What are you doing it all for? What are you doing? Is this fun? Taurians like to work hard, but for fun. They like to do it for what they love. You should have pleasure in what you're doing. I think you've lost the pleasure. In the next 30 days, figure out how you can get the pleasure back. Gemini. Old issues might be arising over the next 30 days. Health is all in the mind, so you're going to have to really relax, meditate, quiet the voices in your head, get them in harmony with each other, right? The twins, I think that's funny that you get these 2 back there. The twins, we got to harmonize. You need peace of mind, and you have to decide what you need to do to get that peace of mind. Peace of mind is better physical health all around, and I think it seems like your emotions this month, you have to really get a hold of them. She's got a big hold of the cup, right? Put your voices in order, get your things in order, take a hold of it. It's going to be a fast, it's a very quick cycle, because it's going from 1 degree to 29 degrees, and all in the full, it's one full moon to the next in the same sign. All right, I'm going to pause here. I'm going to get the next batch ready. All right, next batch, we got Cancer. All right, we're going to take the next 28 days to nurture your relationships with colleagues. Be softer, and it's going to pay off in 28 days. You might have some challenges with people. You have to learn how to mend them. All right, Leo, it's time to get grounded in yourself. It's a transformative 28 days for you. It's going to be very, very good for you if you can discipline yourself to go inside and express yourself to yourself. Get what you want from the world by learning how to get it from yourself first. It might be a tough one for you, but it can be great. Look at that white bunny over there waiting to give you everything you want. You have to learn how to. Look, she looks a little upset too, though. You have to learn how to ground in self, right? So far, this is the best cards. I mean, everything's been pretty good, but here you go, Virgo. It's great for Virgo. It's reignite passions through your spiritual path. Learn from intimate partnerships, new ways to access the spirit. Learn to contemplate other perspectives on spirituality and get focused in it. You get the Victory card, you get the Lovers card. It feels very good for emotional stability and self-awareness. and learning new and exciting ways on how to do things. All right, Libra, here we go. Not such great news here with the Libra and the Scorpio. Libra is, you may not like how you look to everybody else, right? You got to take a look how others view you. Are you coming off too harsh? You got to take the next 28 days to contemplate that, how to soften the look, or how to, you know, be a little bit more fair. And then, you know, I feel like the Libra is a little bit unfair. And then we go to Scorpio, and they have, it's not that Scorpio is being unfair, it's just that it's too many rules. It's too much, too bossy. The relationship, you have to transform your desires and hopes with family, rethink your relationships over the next 30 days. It's not like throw everything in the trash. It's just rethink it. Same with Libra. Just rethink it and try to, you know, Libra, it should be easy for you to weigh out whether you're being fair to everybody. For Scorpio, it's, you might not like your role in certain relationships. When you look at it, you're like, you might realize that you're just getting what you want because you're being very aggressive about it, not because somebody wants to help, because you're forcing them to help. It's like, you gotta reassess that and get it a little softer over the next 28 days. And Sagittarius, another great, we're going back to a great situation with Sagittarius. Perfect for you is the King of Wands. Take hold of your dominion. Get focused on your subconscious. Get grounded in your subconscious studies. Take the 28 days to practice the magic of your subconscious. And that's what I got for everybody. Anybody have any questions, hit me in the comments. Have a wonderful 28 days.